doing out here today?
Well, I've been working on this whole Robinson commercial area for 3 or 4 years, pretty heavy. Today, we have this property under contract and we're cleaning it all out. We have to remove all the debris and old parts and stuff like that. This was a Army Jeep salvage from back during World War II days. I know Steve Akers took this over in 1947, or his uncle did, you know, how they split. His dad took it from him. And they have run it as a family business up until just recently. Retail business down here has been dead for years, okay? We know the park's coming, everything's happening, but until they started tearing the buildings down across the street, you know, investors looking at this area, they've all been interested, but they're kind of standing off. But now they took the buildings down, what, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and then when they started laying sod a month ago, I mean, it looks like there's never been any buildings over there. Well, this is 1320 to 1328 South Robinson. Okay, it is 2 acres. It runs basically from Robinson Avenue all the way to Shields, and 13th Street is vacated next to us. Now, the buyers on this property are a buy and hold. They hope to develop it, but not for sure exactly what they're going to do with it.
Have they indicated if they'll be clearing it, or?
More than likely they'll be clearing it just because it's not cost effective to bring these buildings up to code. Once people see things really changing, then I within the next year, I suspect most of this stuff will be bought out. I know some of the stuff south of here has some EPA issues, but you know, that's all part of the deal. Well, I'm out here because I've known my clients, the sellers, for 40-some years, okay? We became very good friends. I've listed this property and I've done all the dealings on it. But the buyers on this property want no debris left, no old Army Jeep parts, none of that stuff. And the owner and I are probably 2 of the very few people in this city that know what most of this stuff is, okay? I've got a whole crew here today, and I'm saying, yeah, keep this, throw this scrap iron, you know, yeah, this fits a 42 MB, you know, whatever. You know, I know the parts just like Steve does, and there's not really very many people that can do that.
You're literally a full service broker.
I am a full service broker, absolutely. You know, I've been down here 2 days a week for the last 3 weeks.
You're sharing your thoughts about the legacy of Hubcap Alley, and talk about that.
I love the whole Hubcap Alley thing. I mean, this is where you, if you lost the hubcap when you crossed the railroad tracks, this is where you used to come and get them. You know, my first set of chrome wheels I bought from Buddy Hennessy right down the street, you know, gosh, in 1975.
You're saying another big name in the business got started.
Hibden started down here. You know, Sam Surplus started down here. There was a lot of businesses that started right here. I mean, it was just, this used to be a really big deal. Now, before all of this was a housing addition in the early 1900s, okay? This was South Park right here. Yeah. Every time we look at the title work, it's just hilarious.
Do you think we'll see the Hubcap Alley name go away?
I hope not. Well, it's just part of the history. And, you know, Capitol Hill and everything through here has kind of been, in my opinion, neglected as far as the true value of the history here. You know, the building across the street, you know, they had a bar downstairs for years. I didn't know that. Now, I didn't even know they had a basement until they went to tearing it out. I came down here and I'm watching them tear the buildings down. And then I get, from the owners of that building, I get a bunch of the pictures and the stuff that used to go on there. Pretty cool. It was a seedy part of town, but, you know, that's history.
They have bootlegging.
Yeah. The main bootlegger was down at the end. Well, I would love, you know, they made the signs, they cleaned up and put sidewalks down here, and the park is going to be an attraction. I don't care what anybody says. You know, if I had my druthers, I'd park food trucks all up and down this road, and people could come spend time in the park. I just don't want to see the Hubcap Alley name go away, because it's so easy for it to just get lost.